Welcome to my Prime Reaction series. This series is where I see how much I can get out of a game from the beginning for about half an hour and share my thoughts on it. I look at no walkthroughs or reviews that would possibly influence what I think about the game. It's all coming from my experience with the game for that half hour I played with it. At the end, I will conclude whether this game made a good first impression, or in this case, Prime Reaction, and let you guys know if you should check it out or skip it. Castle Defense, or Castle TD, is a free mobile game for both Android and iOS made by Elite Games. This game is, well, a castle defense strategy game that have many cool mechanics that adds more depth to an old-fashioned concept. Your job is to prevent your enemies from reaching the other end of the map, which reminds me of American football, where you try to prevent the opposing team from reaching the end goal or touchdown. Anyway, before playing, you're given the option to play as a mage, a paladin, or a barbarian. I naturally went with the paladin since it had the most balanced stats. The overworld shows the map of the places you unlocked and yet to encounter, and the different modes you can play on. There's also a gift to be unlocked after 96 hours of gameplay? Whatever it is, it must be good. Feel free to let me know in the comments of what it is if Castle TD is a game you happen to play a lot. I went with normal mode for the sake of the review, and I got pretty engaged during the first level of the game. So the screen shows you a few things to play the game as intended. The two options on the upper right gives you the option to pause and fast forward the game. The crystal display shows your crystal currency amount, and crystals are the resources responsible for replenishing your mana and many other enhancing abilities. The level display shows what level you're currently playing on. The wood display shows how much wood I have to spend on making towers, and the cool thing about it is you get awarded wood when you kill enemies and get even more when you kill harder ones. The display showing the skull shows you how many waves of enemies you have encountered over how many there are in total. Surviving every wave grants you the level's completion. You can also use the skull option on the left to get the enemy wave to begin right away. The camera option enables you to take snapshots of the current screen to share with friends. The display on your bottom left shows your real health bar, which, if depleted to 0, gives you a game over. In my case, if I'm unable to stop 5 enemies from reaching the end goal, I lose. The bar below is my mana. Mana is used to summon my paladin, ice to delay my enemy's movements for a short amount of time, and a meteor which destroys the competition instantly and is accessible for use on the bottom right side of the screen. So there are a few areas where you can build and upgrade towers, which is a necessity to beat the game. Anyone who played a tower defense type game knows the importance of towers. Their job is to destroy and slow down your enemies. The options I was given through my playthrough of the game was the ordinary tower that shoots arrows at enemies, the lab that is responsible for poisoning and slowing down foes, and the fort that inflicts a lot of damage and is highly effective against flying enemies. I unfortunately didn't encounter any by the time my half hour was up, but I'm pretty sure you'll encounter plenty. However, these towers cannot be built or upgraded unless I have wood needed to build it. The enemies in the game are what keeps you on your toes, and the varieties given all have something you have to look out for. The regular goblin soldiers are ordinary warriors, but as you progress through the game, you will encounter more dangerous enemies like the ones I did. Enemies like the boar, who specialize in speed, which can be a problem since they can reach the end zone a lot quicker than others. Another one includes the orc warrior, which can be a pain to take down due to his high HP. Now, have this game made a good impression? My answer to that is yes. This game is very fun and addicting. It has tons of replayability. The music isn't nothing extraordinary, but the graphics are great, and I love the game's layout. One main problem with free mobile app games are the ads and in-game purchases, which this game does have, but it isn't annoying. If anything, the ads are cleverly placed. If you lost, you can either watch a 20-second ad to gain 5 HP or restart the level. Even to get more things like crystals, all you have to do is do a certain action to get awarded some. And sure, money would indeed give you an advantage in this game, but the game is indeed still beatable without it. More mobile games should be like this, so mobile gamers don't have to feel like they have to pay to win. On the contrary, games like this would be tons of a lot better without it, even if it isn't annoying. Even so, I recommend you to check it out.